Oh my God, my Amazon USA sales have actually been in decline. And I should have seen this very early, but you know what? We've had problems. And if you want to know what's happened and what my plans are going forward, then stay tuned because I'll share this with you in this video today about my November plans in my Amazon USA business. Right, if you don't know who I am, my name is Thomas Parkinson and I've been selling on Amazon now for the last 4 years. Quite simply, in the UK, we've been doing 7 figures over the last 12 months doing online arbitrage and recently started in the USA. And this video very much is about that journey and what I'm doing. Now, if you are interested to understand more about my Amazon arbitrage journey, how I did it, and also what I'm learning to help you, then make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. It's just going to help you out when I get videos released to help you grow your business. Now, enough about me. What are we going to go through today? So let's give you a quick rundown of what my plans are in this video. So first things first, I'll give you an update of what my plans were for October and obviously what the plans were and what we've done. Number 2, I'll give you an update of what my plans are for November, what we're going to be doing going forward. And then number 3, I'll share some top tips with you that are going to help you out as well. So let's jump into it now. So first things first, quick recap, October 2021. Let's jump into it. Okay, so first things first, number 1, the Q4 target. So my previous October plan and with my senior managers that we agreed that we'd do 50,000 in revenue over the Q4 period in the USA. Not huge, but obviously a nice goal. How did that break down? 20K in October, 20 in November, and only 10 in December. I mean, maybe we were being a bit too nice. Now, quite simply, as we went through, we ended September actually with $24,000 in sales. I know, hashtag excited, I'm really happy with that. So what have we done? Well, we actually doubled our Q4 target from 50,000 to 100,000 at the end of 2021. So that's something that we did in October as a result of the update seeing sales in September. Okay, so the second thing which you're doing in, should we say, October was about growing the team, and not so much growing, but just managing the team. Unfortunately, we'd lost an admin VA. The person we hired did a really good job, but it didn't really work out. It wasn't for them. They found it quite stressful, and I don't deny, my God, growing a business is hard work. And actually what we've done is we've now replaced that admin VA and trained that new VA up in our business. Now, that is something that's taken time because there is so much to do, like managing suppliers, managing the warehouse, managing the accounts. There's so much to do. So getting that admin VA in place has been key to us, obviously making sure that we're running operationally within our business in October. Now, that is some of the things that we've done in October, but do you know what's really interesting is that we'd smashed September sales, but actually something happened in October, our sales declined to the point that we're having more expenses than profit generating, and as a result, we've lost money, and I mean profitability, within October as a month. Now, you might be asking why, and I'll explain what happened shortly. Okay, so today I'm talking about my November plans and what I'm doing, but the thing I want to really ask is for you is, what are your November plans? Have you done them? Let me know with a yes or no down below, or perhaps maybe you haven't. Take the opportunity right now to just jot down 3 things that you want to achieve in November. It could be a revenue, it could be a margin, it could be hiring someone, it could be even opening up a new supplier. Let me know in the comments down below, what are your plans for November 2021? Okay, so this leads me nicely on to chapter number 2, my plan for November 2021. Well, look, let's just give you a bit of a recap. When we started, October, we had good sales, and October was a great month to start with, coming off the back end of September. Now, what we noticed is that our weekly sales, they went from 8K per week down to 3K, and we were like, what is going on? So myself and my operations manager, we investigated and learned that, should we say, what was happening in our business is that our stock in Amazon itself, not in the warehouse, not what we'd even been buying, but the stock in Amazon's warehouses was pretty much running out. There was like no stock. And what we did is we looked into Seller Toolkit, our profit and loss software, and what we noticed is that the numbers of stock in our actual Amazon was decreasing. And as a result, this affected our sales because we had no stock coming in. Now, as we dug deeper into this problem, really went into more investigation, what we noticed is that our prep center was holding our shipments back instead of sending them into Amazon fulfillment centers Now, what was the reason? Well, quite simply, we hadn't actually been paying our invoices for about 1 month. Yes, it was a mistake on our end. Now, what happened was our team was so focused on meeting the targets to the point that we actually missed a little thing like paying our prep center and said, hey, we'll pay at the end of the month, don't worry, when really we needed to pay it every week. Now, basically what we did is we talked with our prep center, we had a conversation with them, and we got our balance paid with them. And also moving forward, we're now going to be paying our prep center for every shipment that is made, because before we thought we'd pay them on a monthly basis. But unfortunately that wasn't the case, and that wasn't the way they operated. Now, if you ask me what happened to, should we say, my Amazon business over October, and obviously what my plans are now for November, let's go through it now. Okay, so number one is about keeping the business on track. Of course, what we want to be doing is continuing our goal to achieve that 100,000 by the end of Q4 during that period. Now, to say, yes, you are right, despite that my Amazon business has experienced a big loss at the end of last month. Not really just a big loss, we just didn't make enough money because we weren't shipping enough in. We're still very optimistic that with all the purchases that we've been doing, it's going to hit into November, and we're going to make that back and absolutely smash it. And that is going to grow the business towards the end of the year. So short-term pain, long-term gain. Now, as of now, what makes our recovery slow is that Amazon, should we say, receiving is just slow from Amazon. So basically, on average, it takes about 1 week to happen for our products to get in from the warehouse into Amazon. And with us, it's just causing a problem and slowing us down. Okay, so the second thing we're working on in obviously November right now, and we've experienced it, we've talked about it as well, and it's still an ongoing issue, is cancellations. You know, we are looking to ramp up our spend, or we are ramping up our spend, obviously getting those shipments in now that we're solving that warehouse issue. But as a result, we are still experiencing cancellations. So quite simply, what are we looking to do is, number one is we've spoken to them. And what we've understood is that some of the suppliers are thinking maybe we're not a legitimate seller because they've seen such huge orders. And then what do? They then do a bit of background on us. And right now, while we have a domain, i.e. like FastTrackFBA.com, we have no website, we have no other information about us, and we're a new company. So they are a bit skeptical. So as a result, we are looking at creating a website to hopefully create a bit more presence online so it gets us a bit more established. And also as well, we're just trying to make sure that we seem like we're more of a legitimate business so that when we're placing these huge orders, they're less likely to get cancelled. Now, we are still continuing to contact our suppliers, finding out the reasons why, should we say, those orders are being cancelled, and obviously trying to resolve them. And that is even working with our payment provider, understanding about credit ratings, and also creating that legitimacy, and even calling them up and saying, hey, we are real, speak to someone real, and they can obviously whitelist us in their own internal database. Now, we may have had a super rough October. I talked about it. Sales were up in September. Sales weren't good in October. They actually declined. And as a result, our costs became more than our profits. And as a result, we started losing money. I know, it's like crazy. But that hasn't stopped us from continuing to aim for our target and actually even increase the target from 50 to 100,000 over that Q4 period. Because we've been buying the stock, it is there. We just have logistics issues, which have been our own mistake. So overall, we are still optimistic about Q4. It's just going to be obviously very pushed into the back end, not so much into October. Okay, so I'm talking about my November plans now for my Amazon USA business. Now, if you are like me and hey, maybe you're September or even October, you've been absolutely smashing it, but maybe you're struggling to think about how you're going to continue that success in November and December. Well, what I will say is you are going to need more opportunity to buy low, to resell high, to make profits. And what does that mean you need? It means you need leads. Now, if you are looking for leads, opportunities to buy low, sell high, look no further than FastTrackFBA Leads. This is a service I created whereby I've got a team of VAs sourcing in the UK and USA. What are they doing? Finding every single deal opportunity out there. And what we do, we put them onto our web portal. You come in, you buy tokens from us, and then simply you browse every single deal that our team is finding. When you found the deal that you like by looking at our keeper charts, 90-day average profit and loss, and also as well the current profit and loss, you can see the whole history of the product, everything you need to know to understand which products you want to buy. And so simply you exchange those tokens, unlock the deal, get access to the supplier and obviously the Amazon product, buy low, ship it into Amazon, resell it for a profit. rinse and repeat, and continue to smash your Q40 goals. If you want to know more and check out FastTrackFBA leads, I'll drop a link to it down below. Check it out. I think you're going to love it. It's absolutely game changing, and you're going to level up your game in Amazon Q4. Check it out today. Right, this leads me on to chapter number 3, and that's some top tips for you about monitoring your business or your Amazon business, and obviously what I've learned. Now, if you don't know, I manage, should we say, 3 businesses with me. So 2 are Amazon stores, the UK and the USA, and then also as well, we've got FastTrackFBA, obviously the channel you're watching now, to help you support you in your Amazon business. Now, you might be wondering how, should we say, I'm able to manage and even monitor these 3 businesses. Well, quite simply, let me share some top tips with you. So number 1, what I'd really recommend is leverage. Now, managing 3 businesses is like so hard. There's a lot of moving parts to it, and as I've mentioned before, I've got like 58 VAs, I think it is right now, and doing all at the same time, I couldn't do it on my own. I do need that team. So what am I doing? I'm using leverage. I'm hiring a team to help me manage the business. Now I have operations managers, I have purchasing managers, and then I have all sources and assistants, and they passing that information up and managing it on a day-to-day, week-to-week, and month-to-month basis, and obviously ultimately gets to me. Now, by doing that, what does that allow me to do? It allows me to, should we say, understand where we're at the moment. I can also make big decisions and strategies to grow the business, and then manage that on a day-to-day, week-to-week, and month-to-month using that information that I'm collecting from that team over the course of the days, weeks, and months. Now, if you are planning on, should we say, growing your business and hiring someone to help manage your business and maybe even promoting them into a purchasing manager role, it's going to be a super big help, since it helps you focus your energy, should we say, on growing the business and not being in it. So super important there. Now, number 2, what I'd always recommend is do business checks. Now, like what happened to us in October, we missed paying the bills, and as a result, our prep center wasn't shipping the stock, and as a result, it dragged my numbers down. So what I will say for you is always remember that check the various metrics of your business, check the small things, make sure you're measuring them. And for us, we identified an area that we weren't measuring there, and as a result, it caused us a big problem, and actually we lost money in that month. That is something that's very important. But hopefully we're going to turn that around in November and have a storming month. Now, what I will say is by monitoring your business doesn't mean you need to just monitor your strategies. It's about monitoring other aspects of your business, like all the administrative tasks. So how that aligns towards your strategy is going to be super important. So do make sure you're monitoring the right things that are helping you align towards the goals that you want to achieve. Now, at the end of the day, you should keep in mind that mistakes should not be dragging you down, and they should not be holding you back. And my God, we're all going to make mistakes in our business, so don't worry. You will get to your goals, and there are going to be bumps on the journey, so don't worry about that. It's just your mindset. Think big, win big. Life is not easy. Running business is not easy. If you stay super positive and have a big goal in mind, you will succeed, and obviously you will get success by your own measure. Trust me, I think it is absolutely game changing. So what I will say is, look, managing your Amazon business is super important, but also it's super hard. Now, there are a lot of things to check, and if you want to know more about the checks that I do in my Amazon business, then what I'm going to do is leave a video around here about all the checks that I do in my business, daily, weekly, monthly, and even quarterly. Check that video out. It's going to really help you understand what top things you might want to be looking at. But hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Give me a big thumbs up. And hey, if you want to see more, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and you're going to get notified when I release more videos. But for me, Thomas Parkinson and FastTrackFBA, thank you very much.